Stacy. That's Doug.
Hello.
This is not a naked podcast. See, what I have done here is taken my skirt and turned it into a dress. Because I woke up this morning.
I
put clothes on yesterday because the mechanic guy was coming, but then I didn't do anything all day. So then when I went to bed, I took all of my clothes off. And then this morning I didn't feel good, but I drove my neighbor to work. So I came home and it hurt too much to wear a tank top. So I turned it into my skirt into a dress.
It's like a dressy thing.
It's skirt into a dress. And when I came out, Doug told me my high beams were on. And as a result, he hath brought me a sweater.
Half.
Because it's cold out and my hair is crazy. Not feeling good today. So welcome to Marital Hate. If you haven't been here before, I'm Stacy.
My name is Doug.
We are married.
The aforementioned.
We do not hate each other. This is the podcast one woman called A Waste of Precious Time.
She was signing out. You don't have to sign in.
She made an announcement. She thinks it's a fucking airport. Okay. So shout out, by the way, to Dr. Macy.
Dr. Macy.
I have just received a photograph of her in her full-on doctor gear.
Is it doctor?
There's a little Jeep in the background, so she must
old
be
doctor.
Probably more qualified than most Western medicine doctors.
Well, it's possible.
One thing I am super duper excited about. Do you have anything you're super duper excited about?
Yeah.
What?
It's the holiday season. Do and diggity dock and hang up your sock.
I don't even know what to say. I have a shooting pain in the bottom of my left foot, like in the arch.
What are you, Daniel Day-Lewis?
Maybe. Let's see. I just need to see this because I can't even begin. Believe I'm telling you this right now.
Tracy says hi. She's working, but hi.
Hey Trace, don't work too hard.
Multitask.
They're moving across the country in a matter of days.
Get it while you can.
And they had a pipe burst, and the dryer's not working. And the dryer they're leaving for the new people, so they got to get the warranty work done. So it's craziness. So here is what I have missed is somebody loved the show. User-X10J
It's an anonymous
GT5U.
user.
I don't know who that is.
What's up, user J453?
There's a place that pays you $500 every time you shit. It's a 6-month wait list. I'm on that list. LOL. I have to find the website. They use it for research. Yeah, I can't shit, but couldn't shit. We're gonna have to loop back onto that.
I'm sorry. Ann says hello, fellow peeps. Welcome. And Tracy says this week has been a bitch.
It is going to all work out. You're having an amazing hair appointment tomorrow. Your night tonight is going to be cush at work.
Are you getting a big natural fro at the hairdresser?
I thought you were talking about her puss, and I'm like, oh my god, you can't ask your former colleague if she and her wife are growing out big 70s bushes.
Former.
Well, there you go. You don't have any colleagues right now except me.
You're my colleague. Nice to meet you. Is that harassment?
We're going to have to talk about this in an HR meeting later. But the important thing is, okay. I have figured out who it is. It's Larry. Larry, the pool guy.
Larry, the pool guy. It's the same user.
Says, y'all are too funny. I'm so excited about this. So you can either be like Barbara, whatever her name was,
and poo-poo
and say
podcast.
This is a waste of precious time and sign out, or you can be like Larry, who says y'all are too funny.
I think Tracy's coming on to me. She says, pleasure doing business with you, meaning like we were coworkers and there was pleasure involved.
Was there any pleasure there? There was that little bonus that you got at one point. That was the only pleasure.
But,
every once in a while, you get a taxable gift card.
Taxable gift cards. But there was so much humor involved in like the chili cook-off on Valentine's Day. Probably not the best day to do that. I was part of the culture committee because we were trying to make culture within the company, and so we just started calling it Culture Club, which was funny because Culture Club, the band. There was just so many funny things that happened in the history of that. Newport in the dead of winter, you're strolling around the streets, freezing your butt off. Nobody's there. But you know what? we had fun doing it.
I have something to say.
Okay, what do you have to say?
I think that the lady who had the mean comment
Pulled it down.
I think she pulled it down. But the funny thing is, I screenshotted it and shared it on Twitter in our feed.
I have a screenshot of it.
I said, well, I know I screenshot it,
so
but
good.
I shared it on Twitter and I shared it. I'm like, okay, like. I just had to respond.
So Larry left some comments.
So Larry left some
Very
comments.
happy about
supporting
that.
the pod. I don't know if you guys remember me talking about Larry the other day.
Larry the pool guy.
Very eloquent,
Awesome guy.
and friendly and charismatic. Strong black man with
Bears
two
fan,
sons,
and an Italian wife.
Sweetheart of a guy, and he's thinking about going into car sales.
Well, I don't know if he's watching, but I'm kind of planning on going over his house for Thanksgiving. I heard there's a lot of stuff.
I thought we were going to go on an adventure.
Well, I haven't heard anything about that.
It's either Larry's or adventure. Either way, it's going to be an adventure.
Adventure at Larry's.
I gotta tell you, I knocked over a dirty cock racket.
That's the same noise that reindeer, the coach reindeer made when Rudolph's fake nose fell off, and he was like,
dirty cock paddle. We're down to 3 dirty cock paddles. So, and I gotta tell you, this weather tonight is delightful.
It's nice.
There's a gentle breeze.
It's a warm wind.
Listen, I realize if we keep talking about the weather, our friends back home are going to murder us in our sleep.
What do we got for temperature?
But at least you get to come to Florida for warmer weather while you murdered us.
So we have
currently 74 in Cape Coral,
35
mostly clear.
In Marshfield.
Notice that we have sweaters on when it's 74.
Oh, the little girl down the street.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
6. It was too cold to play outside today.
She goes, "It is too cold to play outside today, but I will play inside." I love those kids. They're
I'm gonna start making declarations like that.
It's too cold to play outside.
I'm eating this dinner in this chair.
Her sister tells me she's a doctor. I a doctor. I'm like, all right, cool. Those kids come to this house. They do not come to the show. That would not be inappropriate. Sometimes their mom watches the podcast on her phone with her headphones, and the kids get all excited. They're like, Stacey and Doug, and they're like, yeah, you can't listen to that. No, so anyway, shout out to Mace and Soph. One day you'll listen to this podcast to be horrified, just like everyone else.
Awful.
Like, oh my God, Mom and Dad, you let us go to those people's house. But when they come here, they run the show.
Oh yeah.
Same thing with the boys. The boys come, we drop everything and do whatever the boys want to do. We're happy to do it in both cases, by the way.
Yeah, it's the highlight of our time on Earth.
But we're exhausted by the time anyone leaves.
Because we're always doing stuff. We're always,
But even we
have a lot of downtime.
Okay. Well, with the boys, our schedule gets all screwed up because they sleep a lot and then they stay up late at night, and we don't normally do that. And then with the kids, the little kids, they just have a shitload of energy.
They just keep moving. They never stop moving.
And
trying to get into stuff.
Macy's favorite thing to do is to come over and just go through our shit. Like, she's just like opening bags, she's going in drawers.
Medicine chest, things like that.
Like,
sock drawer.
She likes to smell essential oils, which is something I can appreciate.
Nice.
So we have a blast, and we're just always looking for people with good vibes, and we've got obviously that here with y'all, and then of course Larry and Mace and Soph and so forth.
Tracy says the comment was shown on the podcast the other day too, which is still hysterical.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. We did show it on the podcast.
And yes, it was the same noise that reindeer make. I'm glad I'm glad somebody else knows what I'm referring to. It's 33 here now with a low of 28 tonight. Sucks being you, but you're escaping that soon. So
yeah, she's escaping it to much warmer weather.
Are they? When is the actual move date?
It's like Monday.
Oh,
holy fast!
That's like
they're coming in hot,
and the kids sound awesome.
If I didn't feel so crappy, I'd fly up and help. But I feel crappy all the time. So there's that.
So you shit out of luck, ladies.
I'm good at. Well, it seems like they've got the whole crew.
Yeah, shit out of luck.
They got the 4 of them, and then they got people. I told them that if they
11/8, that's a special day. That's a special day to move.
Doug's birthday.
B-Day, mother.
And swiftly approaching Diwali.
And
I believe it's on the 11th this year.
Approaching senior citizenship.
68. He's
not 68. Marital, goddamn hate.
He's 58. He's 58. I do need to comment about something though.
What?
You know how we talk about manifesting and how I'm a big believer in thoughts become things?
Yes.
What did we talk about yesterday?
Oh, pooping.
Oh, we talked about shitting on people's chests for money and how people do that and how I wish I could do that. And I don't know which way you face. And I don't know which way you face. I don't know who determines. I don't know the psyche of the mind of a person that pays someone to shit on them. But I can't help but like if you can shit on people and be like, oh, that's easy money, like I can't blame them. I can't blame the shitters.
It's something you got to do anyway.
I'm envious.
Right? Might as well make some money off
I'm
it.
envious of the shitters if I could only shit. So anyway, yesterday we talked about this for like 3 hours while you guys are trying to eat your like healthy evening snacks. And today I spent 3 times making massive life-size poop emojis. They were like
on my chest.
Not on my chest, on the toilet. And I was in there and I was so sad. I was like sweating. My stomach was gurgling and having significant pains, and 3 little poop pyramids. I could put little Google eyes. Yeah, 3 times. It was like literally this big.
How does your body know that like you're out of poop? You're like, I've got nothing left in here, guys.
I've always got extra.
You got extra?
I can
do you
never
have a little
poop.
pouch in there, like a little duodenum?
I don't have a little pouch. I don't even have a gallbladder. I'm waiting for my appendix to go.
For that.
I'll have Tony come over and fix it in the driveway. Oh, Tracy says, whoop, whoop. And then she says, and then we close down there on my niece's birthday, 11/14. Oh,
do I have to get her a gift now? Because now I know that the niece's birthday is.
I'm not getting the niece a gift. Happy birthday to Denise.
It's extra funny if her name is Denise.
We'll see. We'll sing happy birthday to her, but
let's hear it.
If you remind us. Trace says the numerology is speaking to me.
Okay, Yoko.
What is your house number? What is your house number?
Oh,
that's an important thing. Because it's supposed to be what the numbers add up to. So anyway, remind us about your niece's birthday. We'll sing to her. We're going to be thinking about you guys for your closing and your moving, and I hope all of our little friends that are watching this podcast will also pray for Trace, Becky, and family while they move. They relocate their entire family to the great state of Georgia.
GA. It's going from MA to GA.
Wait, do we have to stop calling them like the
no, we don't call them whatever we want.
And call them the Georgia Peach Bumpers or something? Can we call you guys that?
My wife.
The Georgia Fuzzy Peach Bumpers. Dude, the Savannah Bananas are making bank, and they're not even lesbians. Tracy and Bex could take over the world.
Are you saying they're empowered by their lesbianism? They have superpowers from that?
I think they should be empowered by every aspect of all the things that make them wonderful.
So
their intelligence, their sense of humor, their creativity, their thoughtfulness.
The peach bumpingness?
And their peach bumpingness. Just bounce your peaches all day long. That makes you happy.
I don't even know. She says she likes the Georgia peach bumpers.
So 6 + 8 is 14. That's actually really a 5, right? So I don't know what a 5 in Chinese 5 is money. Oh. So I hope so. That's awesome. The Georgia peach buffers. She called them buffers. I like bumpers.
Well, you got to buff it if
you buff it before you bump it.
Yeah, because you want to present yourself well.
It's not a Volvo. It's a pussy or a vulva. Because the vulva is the slightly furry part. I mean, mine's not at the moment, but it could happen. Why do you always have these looks on your face like you're completely like?
Because if I let you go, you start here, and then like there's no reaction. You just keep getting like more extreme, and then you'll say something.
I'm trying to get
outrageous.
Myself canceled. Like I'm not even going to be able to see. I have this aspiration of doing stand-up comedy, and I would really love to do the Comedy Mothership, Rogan's Comedy Mothership, and I think that I would be canceled already for like all of the things that I've said. Everything is like offensive.
Entirely possible.
And I'm not cute like Matt Rife, so I can't get away with that shit.
No, that's true. I always wanted to stand up.
I'm not cute like Matt Rife. Oh yeah, that's true. From my husband.
You don't look like a man. You don't look like.
Neither does Matt Rife. He looks like a pretty girl.
Oh, I thought he looked like a 12-year-old boy.
No, he's got that like jaw and shit. He's got all this stuff.
I got a jaw.
Oh yes, you do. But honey,
it's like a lantern jaw.
But honey,
what's that?
You're old and you don't have any money.
Done broke. I will say this. I've always wanted to do stand up, and I could probably do at least a half hour on the lack of creativity that A.R. Milne, the guy who wrote Winnie the Pooh, came out with, like Winnie the Pooh in general.
Here's your
Like-
platform.
Like what the hell?
Talk about Winnie the Pooh. I will talk about actual poo and shitting on
Okay.
people's chests.
Yeah,
And
you,
you can
go
talk
for the
about
easy laugh. I go
night-
for the
How
hard
is it
laugh.
an easy laugh? It's not an easy laugh. It's not an easy laugh to think about the psyche of a shitter or a man who pays for a shitter on his chest. That's some deep thought.
It's good work if you can get it, I suppose.
I'm going to ask Treva about this in my next session. Treva's
So
my therapist.
my half hour on Winnie the Pooh.
Yes.
It starts with he wears a shirt, no pants, which isn't that funny anymore because everybody kind of talks about like Donald Duck or whatever. But then you've got the amazing creativity of naming the older kangaroo Kanga, and it's baby kangaroo Roo. So you've got Kanga and Roo. I mean, do you have a creative bone in your body, sir? And then there's
Or maybe that was really cute.
That's not cute. It's dumb. You can the kangaroo, and then don't even white people can't even say Tigger. Just saying.
I think you can.
No, can't even. Not today. It's too close.
I don't think it's all that funny.
I haven't put it together.
All right, put it together and come back and tell us again.
Maybe you don't think it's funny. Piglet.
Do you guys,
There's a piglet named Piglet.
do you guys think this is funny?
Wow.
Do you think it's
You're
funny?
thrilling me
Laugh.
with millions of books sold.
Okay.
He had a manor with a swimming pool that he sold to Brian Jones, and Brian Jones done drown in the swimming pool.
Tracy likes, that's awesome. I like Georgia Peach buffers. She likes both. The more touching, the better, and bumping and buffing. Yes, and they're no longer going to be vag blocked. Wax on, wax off, buff the dials. Well, there you go. That sounds like a lot of exciting.
Is that like Come in Tokyo
It sounds like a lot of exciting
or Tune in Tokyo? I don't know what is it.
for you.
Yeah.
So I did poop today.
Yeah, that's great. I'm glad that everybody watching the show forever and ever will know.
One day I'll die and my grandchildren can watch these.
Granny did the boo boo. Granny want lady to poop on chest.
Okay. So I have a couple of things. So whether you guys know this or not, I don't. You may have gathered this by now. Everybody tells me all of their stuff, like everything. Like they meet me, total strangers, in the line at the grocery store, and outpouring of their entire life experience. Like lesbian saying, it is Doug Tune in Tokyo. Yes, people will tell me. Former colleagues of Doug's will tell me about playing Tune in Tokyo with their wives. One day we had a guy in the grocery store telling us about how his father abused him. We had another one. A lady told us about how, like, I was just by myself in Walmart. She told me a whole bunch of stories
That's why
about
you don't
her
go to
life.
Walmart.
There was like
you're gonna get some stories.
She has like a young boyfriend, but she was like molested as a child, and her husband died, and everybody tells me all of their stuff. And so today I got myself involved in some Nolan called me and was telling me some stuff that he was
the
dealing
drama.
with.
Yeah, that was
And the quote of the day that came out of my stepson.
No, you can't. No,
I can totally do this because I talked to him about it.
Oh, you did.
The quote of the day that came out of my stepson today that I will forever be stealing and using is, "At least I didn't sell my soul for cock." It was amazing. And that's, I kind of did sell my soul for cock when I married you. Isn't that like how it worked?
No, you didn't, because nobody has your soul. You're a free spirit, and
really
you do whatever the hell you want.
I'm locked in this house.
Well, that's because I hid your keys.
Not my keys are over there. So anyway, I thought it was a funny expression. And then I had just had other excitement this week, just people just telling me fucking stories. And I'm like, oh my God, the world we live in is crazy. And it's probably a good thing that I'm a shut-in. But I think the reason people tell me things is because I'm a shut-in. So like they got a juicy story. They're like, I'm going to tell you this. Or I'm out in public and they're like, oh, you clearly need to talk to other adults. You miss human communication. It was pretty fucking funny. And Trey says, they should really close at 8 p.m. I have not had one call in 1 minutes. Girl, just keep freaking joining us. Tracy said, laughing my ass off. Wait, what son said this? Nolan. So Nolan had a falling out with someone and said a falling out with someone, and he dropped that bomb. And
is that what happened at the Crossroads with Robert Johnson?
Oh, so
he
good.
sold his soul for cock and
It's
blues
so
playing.
good. You sold your.
It's fantastic.
At least I didn't sell my soul for cock. It was probably one of the best comebacks I've ever heard in my life. And I don't think I never
don't know where that comes from.
I never think it's good when people start going tit for tat, but
that was a good tit
but
and tat.
Given the circumstances, which I will not divulge, given the circumstances, I thought it was fucking the funniest thing he possibly could have said. Like
That's a good one.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever been prouder of Nolan than I was in that moment. It's a good comeback. And actually, I'm super proud of both boys. Did you know that Nolan actually trained Wes at his new job?
I didn't know. I know they worked together on Sunday.
No, Nolan trained him, according to Nolan. Unless Nolan's making shit up.
No, he probably gave him some pointers. Yeah.
No, he trained him.
Well, he wasn't there when his first day was Monday,
I would
assume that my son is going to college.
Well, wasn't he there on Sunday?
And Wes started Monday. They worked together on Sunday.
So he probably did more training because you don't just do your training in one day.
Maybe, yeah.
Probably trained him over several
I think
days.
Nolan knows what he's doing over there. After
he's been there for 100 fucking years. Trace says the world we live in is crazy. You're right. She says perfect, Nolan. And then she said, "Meet me at the crossroads. The crossroads. The crossroads." I think she's Bone Thugs and Harmony, or I could be wrong.
She could be Robert Johnson. I don't know.
Who's Robert Johnson?
He's a blues guy that supposedly met the devil at the crossroads and sold his soul to be able to be for guitar talent.
Oh, I was thinking of Bone Thugs and Harmony.
And there was a movie made about it with Ralph Macchio called Crossroads.
Is he in any way, shape, or form related to Robert Paulson?
Robert Paulson?
Yes.
Who's that?
His name was Robert Paulson. His name was Robert Paulson. You don't know this?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Fight Club. Meatloaf's character in Fight Club
was Robert Paulson.
His name was Robert Paulson. He had bitch tits and he died. So sad. He got shot.
He got shot and then he died in real life.
Meatloaf's dead.
Yeah, Meatloaf died like last year.
Natural causes?
I think he was in a hot tub at Matthew Perry's house.
I don't think you can make jokes about that.
Oh, it's too soon.
I mean, I don't think that the Friends have even had a reunion special yet, so no.
Let's see.
Have they all tweeted their condolences and how sad they are?
Meatloaf may have died before COVID. Little known fact about Meatloaf: he was in Dallas the day JFK was assassinated. Ended up hearing about the thing. Went to the hospital and was standing there and looking in the limousine. There's all blood and flowers and everything. And he was right there. He was standing there looking in the car. Then he got. I think they got kicked out of there or something. There was So
okay. I have something to share with the class, especially since we are we're about 30 minutes in.
Oh wait,
what?
He had COVID prior to dying. In the previous weeks prior to dying, and that was in.
Did he get his COVID vaccine? That would have saved him from getting COVID, and it definitely would have saved him from dying.
He allegedly died from. If I die, I die, said Meatloaf, who bashed COVID rules and died after being reported ill with COVID. Does not list anything, and now that website wants to charge me money. So
no, they're not going to charge you money.
So he did. I was 22, so was only last year, a year ago, January.
Trace said he died a few years back. It was 2022. I have been working on a little project today. So y'all know I have my friend Christina, and her birthday's coming up, and I always try to do a little something. She's always so good to me. And so she's really hard to buy for. She's particular, and she has everything that she could ever want. So what the fuck do you buy for her birthday? She's got a bunch of friends coming into town. They're going to do fancy stuff. I can't do fancy stuff. We're broke ass. So I'm trying to figure out something that she would really appreciate and that's thoughtful for her birthday. That's not going to be take up a lot of space.
Make her a goddamn card. End of project.
I'm not making her a card. I sent her a flamingo and I felt bad because they don't have any, she's like, every inch of my house is filled. So she did hang the flamingo up somewhere, but that's neither here nor there. So she's into plants right now. And I'm looking to get her a variegated monstera plant. And they're crazy expensive. So apparently I can buy them on eBay. So this is like a...
How are you going to know that it's the variegated Monstera plant? Because
Monstera. Because it's like a big thing with plant people right now. Is there
Yeah, but you could take a fern and just paint stripes on it. Oh, look at this. You don't know what you're getting.
Well, I mean, maybe. I don't know what markers are. There's a new feature available that I do not. I don't know about, but I wanted to. What are you doing?
I'm pulling up something for after you show your Monstera.
So I just don't even know what to do with these things. So, these freaking things. These are the plants. And why did you go off? You shut the camera off.
I didn't shut the camera off.
Yes,
it's
you did.
Still going. It's right there.
Then why is this not on the screen?
Because you didn't share screen, maybe?
It says sharing screen.
I don't know. I don't know why they didn't go live. It says it's going live.
Weird.
That's very strange.
All right, well, we'll stop and then we'll try again.
Let's try it again. Try it again.
Share screen.
Oh, wait. Tracy said it was on.
Not on our end.
It's on your screen.
Okay, so these are the fucking plants that these people, but we're not on the screen is the point. So usually,
okay, we're not on the screen.
Are you, I don't understand what's happening. So these are the fancy fucking plants. They have these leaves with holes in them and they're like white and green. And so you go on this, look at this. You're all here and you're like, oh, plant guarantee, $55.66. That's a lot of money for a house plant, but I think I will get it from my friend. What's showing up now? Is it showing up?
No.
So when you go to add it to your cart, you're like, okay, well, I want the medium, or you want the high variegation because that's the kind that's all fancy and shit.
High variegation. Yeah.
I mean, you might be able to get away with medium variegation. Nope, that's just a philodendron. You want the high variegation, and so you don't want to just give somebody one leaf. So if you want a 3-leaf, like fucking 4-inch pot,
it's you get charged by the leaf.
$219.82.
Yeah, that's.
I think I'm just gonna go in the woods down here and just propagate some shit.
Propagate.
I might get eaten by a python in the process, but then Doug gets my life.
Oh, there's been pythons in Cape Coral. I guess a dog found one in the bushes, something like that. So they're here, baby.
So why am I not seeing? Look, I don't see that on my end.
I don't know. Now you're not sharing anything,
and I can't see you either.
Oh, that was doing that last night. That's picking up your camera because you're logged on there, and we're logged on here, and it's picking up this camera. But it did.
But no, it's not. It's not about the camera. I should be able to. Normally, when I do this, I can see your stuff on my end.
But you should be here, right, in this.
Yes, and I'm not. And neither are you. So something's up with StreamYard. So who the fuck knows? I may have to fight with people. Actually, it says the stream has ended. So there's that.
Oh.
My end is.
Mine says
bonkers.
It's live, and we have an end stream button. So I think we're okay.
Who the fuck knows what is happening? So you had something you wanted to share?
I do. I have something that is sort of apropos for this this podcast here. I found that the word, which I believe is pronounced phenocopter, is the archaic name for a flamingo. The zoologist pointed out that the phenocopter habitat, but he explained that he was describing the flamingo. That was the worst sentence ever. Phenocopter is mostly found in warmer climates. So I think that came up as word of the day, and I thought it was very interesting because I don't know if you would pronounce it phena or phonocopter, but I think it's phena, like almost like a phoenix, even though it's not spelled like it.
Well, if you hit the play button, it'll play it for you, but you can't do that
I
now.
just did a screen grab of it, So anyway, I thought that was an interesting factoid.
I believe I have fixed the problem. So was that the only thing you had to show?
That's all I got.
Doug and Tell?
Unless I have something from earlier today.
I do. I watched something very interesting about bacon grease in a mason jar.
Bacon grease in a mason. Okay, yeah. What about it?
So, okay, if you kids don't know this, you shouldn't put fucking bacon grease or coconut oil down your drain. So that shit will clog you up. So what they say to do is to put your bacon grease in a mason jar.
Yeah.
Then you fill it with water, seal it up, flip it over, put it in the fridge.
Right.
And what happens is all the all the particulates and all the icky stuff, they get caught in the water, but the grease floats up top. And so then what you do is you open the jar up and you pour off the water and you have just the nice healthy bacon grease.
That is
and then you can use that for cooking.
I, on a very similar vein, saw a thing where you bring home your berries and you put about a 1/4 cup of vinegar, fill the rest up with water, put your berries in it, swirl it around, rinse your berries, put them in the fridge. And then they showed that because what it does,
pack them with a paper towel is also another
yeah,
good
it
one.
kills the kills any bacteria that's on them, and it will and all the sediment and stuff falls out of them, so your stuff is all, but they last longer because they don't have the bacteria on there.
Interesting.
Mm.
I'm not sure. Okay. Tracy said, sorry, it was his music career that died a long time ago, which was a shame because I like his music.
Meatloaf.
Oh, but not you.
No, not me.
Doug's got to finish his fucking record. It's next, I'm like, your birthday's coming up. You're supposed to finish it on your birthday. Finish on your birthday. We'll release it on your birthday. 58-year-old man. Finish it up. Maybe I lock you in there this weekend. Trace said it's on. Trace said not on my end either. Ann said not on my end either. I don't know if you guys saw the plants, but variegated Monstera, they're expensive as fuck. No, you guys were on. It was not black. Who knows what that means? I am not seeing the plant. The move needs to happen so I can produce this. Catch it as a pet. The snake. She said something was cool and something was yummy and something was chop Doug. So sorry,
I got to chop.
Sorry, I'm a little slow on the update today. This is why we need a producer, because Tracy could then just pull her own comments on screen and be like, "You motherfuckers, you're not paying attention."
I saw this post today. Red Sox are looking for singers for the national anthem at the spring training games.
Do it. Could you sing the national anthem? Try.
That's tough.
Oh,
you know who did sing the national anthem recently was Flava Flav.
Oh God, it was terrible.
It was terrible, but you gotta admire the guy going out there and doing it, because he's not a hype man. He's not a singer. He's a hype man, but he is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, so we can't speak ill about Flava Flav. I'm a huge fan of Public Enemy. Huge fan.
I am.
You know why?
A huge fan of all. I'm a
Clash.
huge fan of all the OG rappers. I am also a big fan of. I'm going through a phase where I really like hip hop right now, which is like that rap country shit. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Which I think Jelly Roll technically falls into. I know he's done some other stuff that was definitely hip hop, but the newer stuff they're calling country. But Ann and I were talking about this. Is it really country? Who knows? But he did win a bunch of CMAs, and I like that he's turned his life around. I like his wife. I like his family. I think that they're real, genuine people, and I appreciate that.
He actually, in that interview, he did say something very interesting. He talked about Nashville and how, like, the Nashville artists, they have this, like, sort of process that they go through, and he calls it Build-A-Bear Nashville.
Oh yeah, he talks about that with like the standard Nashville offering.
They have image consultants. They have body movement coaches. They've got like all this crazy crap to really manufacture, like.
But that's not the case in Jelly Roll. He actually made his
no.
He got his own. He had his own momentum online before he popped off, and that's what made him pop off. Trace loves her some Jelly Roll, and she says, "I love what he stands for." He's doing a lot.
I think his 15 minutes may be close to being up, unless he comes up with something like some new material that's like still phenomenal.
I don't. He's just coming off tour, so give him time.
He's playing over.
Yeah, he's just coming off tour, and then he's going to have however much time. He's going to take some time with his family and then work on some new music. But he's been doing this for a while.
Said the guy who can't finish his record by his own birthday.
Yeah, well, there you go. And you were supposed to fucking finish. We bought the speakers specifically so you could.
Well, I'm going to use the speakers.
And I think you've used I think you've used the speakers all of twice.
Too loud.
And you haven't finished the record. I'm not saying they're too loud. I have never said. Have you guys ever heard me say the speakers are too loud? No. Did I buy noise canceling headphones that I had to return because they fell out of my ears? Yes. Trace says you should hear the pipes on My Niece is Powerful. Anna did the Star Spangled Banner for a lacrosse game. That's awesome. She said there's a new song with Jelly Roll that's good. I don't know what song.
You know what I would really like right now? An actual jelly roll. I would eat like something like.
Oh my god! A fucking strawberry, the Little Debbie strawberry shortcake rolls.
Oh, those roly things.
Or like a fucking bakery.
Nutty Buddy.
Raspberry turnover from Steve's Bakery in the Somerset. I would eat the shit out of that. I'm off camera. No, I didn't say you're off camera. I said I'm off.
I'm Malcolm in the middle.
Y'all know what that means.
Nobody wants to look at me anyway.
That's not true. They
wanna
want
look
to
at you.
The more attractive one.
The
I mean, maybe
fantastic-
before when I had my titties
Oh,
hanging
the
out.
titties are out.
So we had some delightful wings tonight. Could you
we
maybe
did.
tell them how you made those wings? Because they were so good.
made some wings in the air fryer. And the pain about it was that we have an upper basket and a lower basket, and the area away from the heat does not get nice and crispy. So I had to keep spinning and rotating the basket and top and bottom. And finally, after a bunch of different cycles, we had nice crispy wings.
We'll talk about what the recipe for the wings is.
Which I did salt and pepper, little garlic powder, little onion powder, cooked them. Then when they were done cooking, I put them in a bowl, which is a vessel that's like
tell them the fucking story as quickly as possible.
And then I tossed them in a little melted butter with some lemon and Parmesan cheese and Trader Joe's green goddess shaker spice. They were fantastic.
They were delightful. Ian says, Doug, how about a mocha roll?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is, but mocha implies coffee, and I'm not a big fan.
I did coffee.
I'm not a big fan of coffee.
You know what? You have a childhood thing that was very negative with coffee. I
worked at a Dunkin' Donuts, which was even worse.
God.
My mom always smelled like coffee. I fucking hate coffee.
You go into a Dunkin's after like 11 a.m. You don't want to know. It's like the whole place is sticky. It smells like stale.
I used to leave my job. I used to go from Dunkin'. I would get up at the crack of dawn, go to my job at Dunkin' Donuts, and then I would go straight from there to my job at Bath and Body, and I would spend the whole hour trying to scrub out the smell of the fucking coffee.
Yep. And
of course, people would be like, "Oh, do you have a coffee scented candle?" I'm like, "No, that's just me."
That's just me.
My goddamn life.
I saw that somebody made a Little Debbie a Nutty Buddy scented candle. So maybe you could smell peanuts, but not.
Dude, you're killing me. You have the fucking Fluffernutter taffies that Darcy got you sitting right next to the refrigerator. Every time I go in the kitchen, I have to look at those fucking things. Please take them into your office and eat them there.
Okay. Why do you yell at me?
Because they're depressing me.
It's bad. That's a you problem.
You're allergic to peanuts. Up, ruin Halloween. Up, you're allergic to peanuts. Up, ruin
you don't ruin
Christmas.
Halloween. By giving the whole bucket of candy that we
could have had. You're not supposed to have candy, and you need to eat your fucking taffy.
I'm not supposed to have candy, yet I'm supposed to eat my fucking taffy.
Yes. So I took away
that
superfluous
is
candy
what you call
so you could focus on the taffy that you're not supposed to have anyway. You're lucky I'm letting you have the fucking taffy.
You know, I'm going to DoorDash.
What's your blood pressure?
I'm going to be ordering me. I'm going to order like
you
a
don't even know the DoorDash
Culver's.
Password. Go ahead, log into the DoorDash account.
Okay, fine. Do I even have the app? I don't know if I have the app. Hold on.
Doesn't have the app. Doesn't know the username. Doesn't know the password. We get DoorDash for free.
Here it is, right here.
Blah, blah, blah,
Look at me logging in. I don't want these people seeing my.
You don't know the login information.
It's already logged in. I have stuff in my cart. What's it? Let's see what's in the cart.
I don't think it's the right login.
Read your dasher. I'm not reading the dasher.
In any case.
Welcome, Doug.
No one cares. No one cares. Order yourself all the fucking candy you want.
I don't want candy. I want.
If you have a stroke, I cannot take care of you. If you have a heart attack, I cannot take care of you. So just make sure whatever you do, you die. Just make sure.
How come there's no like?
What do you want for funeral arrangements?
I want dessert.
What do you want for funeral arrangements?
I want food for dessert.
Food for funeral arrangements?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do with your dead body? I was thinking I would cremate you and have some sort of a thing at Ralph's.
Nobody there knows me anymore. They've given up on me.
The old people know you, and they could get together on like a Tuesday afternoon and open Ralph's up, and the Commandos could play.
Commandos aren't a band anymore.
They would play anyway.
I would love to be. I think she's being funny, and like if I say that I want to be stuffed, she's gonna say whatever.
I will have you stuffed. I'll fucking open an ad on Grindr for necrophilia. You can get stuffed all day long. I
actually want to be frozen like Walt Disney. I think that would be a cool
okay. We can't afford to freeze you. The best I can do is to leave you in fucking northern Maine. What do you want me to do with you when you die?
I don't know. Just put me somewhere. I don't know.
So you're gonna eat your fucking snack size candy bars.
No, what am I eating? All right. DoorDash does not have a thing for like bad like dessert. Like I just want dessert.
They have a dessert actually selection, but you're dodging the question. What do you want me to do with your dead body?
You want me to decide this right now?
Yes. You can change your mind, but I need to know for right now.
I have no wishes right now. I would like to be like either buried or a mausoleum or like ashes or something.
Okay.
Or frozen.
Okay. I
Who doesn't
can't
wanna be
afford to
frozen?
freeze you.
What do you mean? How much can it cost? Like $8?
To freeze you, it's very
It's
expensive.
gotta be cheaper than
It's
all the other.
no cremation is
rigmarole.
the cheapest way to go. You're looking at like $4,000.
$4,000.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm going to put it on a credit card, and then I'm going to kill myself, and we won't have to pay the bill.
Just or you could take me down the Everglades and let it.
What do you want me to do with you when you die? I thought that maybe
I don't know.
because you have children.
You don't like.
And they like you.
Here's the thing:
for
when
some
you
crazy
die, are you
reason.
gonna die and be like placed next to me, or like is it gonna be?
I've already told you. Cremate me, attach my ashes to the gnome that looks exactly like me that's inside, and bring it around with you.
But that doesn't help me when I die first.
If you die first, then I'll know what to do with you. And when I die, no one gives a shit. So we'll be
Are they
fine.
gonna put us together and like?
What do you want them to do?
Oh my God, I can't do this. I don't even know.
What do you want? I'm gonna be left. You guys heard it here. I'm gonna be left. This is what happens when you don't tell your loved ones what you want to happen when you die.
I would like to be in a mausoleum or.
I can't afford a mausoleum. An urn? An urn?
I don't know. Whatever you can do, just do it. I'm gonna be
An
dead.
urn.
I'm gonna be dead.
Do you want an urn or not?
But it would be nice that my children and my
fucking...
grandchildren and my great grandchildren can go and say, "This is where that grumpy guy."
So, do you want a fucking spot? Do you want me to put you with your parents, or you want me to keep you in a pot and carry you around? You want me to divide you into several pots and give pots to different people?
I don't want people having me.
You don't want your kids to have you?
Well, I think they should be part of the discussion.
It's your death. What do you want to do with your death? It's your death.
No, it's weird when you start giving people like this much and that much.
So
it's very strange.
So
and you're all over the place.
Do? Keep you in one place and ship you in a circle?
You know what I would like? You know what I would really like? I would like a bench in a park or overlooking the ocean.
With like the Punisher skull on it?
No, I don't want. No. I would like some scenic place or something, or do something to do with animals or something to do with turtles or something. Maybe there's a turtle. Maybe you know.
Side note: my friend actually had a bench made for some of the Punisher skull on it, and it's terrible he passed. It was a nice way to remember him, but it's a little funny that it's the Punisher skull. But it was because he loved the Punisher.
Tracy suggested ashes spread at sea. No, I can't swim. That's terrifying. I don't want to be in the goddamn ocean.
You want to be planted and turned into a tree. That's a conversation you guys need to have. Tracy wants to be cremated. NFW cremation is about $1,500. I don't know what NFW was, but when I looked into it with Charlie, it was like $3,000 for his mom. And
there's probably cremation.com. Down here, they're on every corner.
My stepfather wanted to be frozen. He had the money to do it.
Yeah.
Who I'm glad he didn't, because he wasn't a nice man. Okay. Again, so you don't want your ashes divided.
No, I don't. I want.
Okay, so we're gonna keep,
because you never know. They might be able to reconstitute.
All right. So can I keep you until I die and then give you to the kids?
Well, sure. Because I would like to be like somewhere together.
Okay.
In unison.
So I'm gonna cremate you when you die. I'm gonna put you in a jar.
I always never wanted to be cremated, by the way.
And for like, okay, so what do you want me to do with your dead body?
What am I supposed to do? Rot? Like just sit there in the goddamn corner?
Do you want to be cremated? Do you want to be buried? Do you want me? I can put you in freezing and I can put it on a credit card, but as soon as I stop making the payments, when I die in like a week, here's what I could do.
This is
uplifting. I have a $500,000 life insurance policy. So I could freeze you for as long as it takes for you to be for $500,000, and then after that you're shit out of luck. And then your kids have like a half frozen dead father to deal with. I don't think that they would appreciate that. So would you like? A
good storm comes along, guys, a power outage.
Would you like to be buried?
On the ground?
Okay.
No, I don't. I don't think
cremated. You're going to be cremated.
A mausoleum.
I cannot afford a mausoleum.
Well, you haven't even priced it out.
Okay, so instead of leaving our children any money, we'll take my life insurance money and use it to pay for a mausoleum to put ourselves in. Okay, maybe we should.
Yeah, see, like a nice little outbuilding like that.
That's expensive.
Very nice.
That's expensive.
I don't know who's gonna have a house or wherever.
That's gonna be like probably 200
In general, you
grand.
can pay 25 grand to 100 grand for a simple 1 or 2 crypt above the ground unit. Sounds lovely.
That's what you want. You want one above the ground crypt or unit.
Single crypt, 7 grand.
Okay,
double
you're
crypt,
all paying attention
14.
now. So I have to find somebody
That's in Boca Raton.
to be my executor of my will. So wait, where are we putting this mausoleum?
I don't, well, actually, I just saw a map the other day. It was an interactive map. All the places that'll be underwater by 2050.
Oh, sure.
So you got to go inland from that.
Plymouth Rock, still in the same fucking spot a million years later.
Oh, sure it is.
Same
yeah. I'm sure
disappointing landmark.
I'm sure. Yeah. Anyway, am
Okay,
I a Greek god?
But so wait, so you die.
Yeah.
I'm having you cremated.
Yeah.
I'm carrying you around with me.
You don't have to carry me around. Just put me somewhere.
Okay,
nice.
I'm gonna put you somewhere nice.
With a nice,
and I'm
like,
gonna
view
have
out
some
the
sort
window.
of send-off party for you at the Ralph's. Or...
No, I don't think you need to go to Ralph's. Nobody's gonna go to Worcester.
Okay, well, what do I do to celebrate your death?
I think you should go.
Because I will be celebrating that you're dead because you're annoying the fuck out of me.
Go to South Shore Buds, and then go to the Hop.
But I'm trying to have some sort of memorial service for your children and your friends.
Yeah, well,
and maybe your grieving widow.
My friends.
Who's about to kill herself. Like, which do you want me to do? Why do you want to make this so hard? Why can't you just say, like...
All right, you're up here. I need you down here. We're talking about my death. I don't need you all freaking out about my death.
I'm freaking out about it on a daily basis. Ever since I married you, you're fucking old and you have high blood pressure.
Huh? Okay. I just, yeah.
But
normal people make plans for this guy.
Yes, and I'm asking you to make plans for it.
Live on air.
I don't feel like this is a hard question. I'm not going to remember. They got witnesses. They can help me. Guys, can you help me? He's terrible. I don't, Tracy wants to be cremated. Everybody knows now Tracy wants to be cremated. Right. Tracy, you want us to throw some sort of party for you? Where would you like it?
Do you want anything else thrown in with you, like Captain Crunch, or like, is it like, or do you just want to remain yourself?
And Ann says that's a conversation you guys have to have. Dude, I already have my obituary written. I'm ready to go.
That's not normal.
I've been sick for 10 years. It's absolutely normal. Do you want to be planted and turned into a tree? Mm. Oh, there's so many. See, this is the thing. Okay. Ashes, artful ashes can turn you into a turtle egg. Do you want to be a turtle egg?
How are they going to turn me into a turtle egg?
I don't fucking know. No fucking way is NFW. I just heard about the cost. Oh yeah, no, it's $3,000 for cremation. Last time I checked, which was in 2020 with Charlie, I think. Who cares about you're dead? You're dead. Some people feel that way, but I'm just trying to be like, I want to support my husband and his children during their difficult time of their father died, and their stepmother is about to off herself because she can't take care of herself. And she says, plant.
He's going to be underwater in 2050.
In the Keys.
According to science.
Tonight, I'm going to murder him. We're not going to know what to do with his body, but at least we won't have to listen to this nonsense anymore. My mother at the last minute said she wanted a mausoleum because she didn't want anyone walking on her. I never walk on people in the cemetery. I walk around. Tracy said they just heat the ashes with blown glass. That's pretty cool. Anne said, I told my family what they were to do. And my younger sister said, well, you'll be dead, so it doesn't matter. So she's so superstitious that I told her she didn't able to abide by my wish and I would fucking haunt her. That's hilarious. I do plan on haunting Doug and all of you. Remember, if you see dicks after I die, it's me. Just saying hi.
Like every time I go to the bathroom?
Oh my God. Yesterday, I had to pee, but Doug was going in to pee. So I was like, oh, I'll just watch.
It was not normal. So
he got up and left.
I was like, what are you
room.
doing?
Like,
and I left because I know you can't stand for very long. Let you go do your business.
I was fine. I just wanted to watch you pee. I like your pee.
Oh, but you can stand for that.
I would have leaned on the counter. I would have sat on I would have climbed on your back like a little marsupial.
Like Kango or Roo.
With a large woman cling to your side and you're trying to pee with like your middle-aged prostate.
Going all over the place.
So I did have a couple. Tracy says, oh my God, I want to haunt so many people. So I'm going to have some sort of a gathering when you die. Where should I have a gathering when you die? The Olive Garden?
No, you're going to have to drive to Auburn.
I'm not driving to Auburn. I'm not driving to fucking Auburn.
Yeah.
I already have to drive up from fucking Florida.
I
And I will have never lived in a fucking leisure travel van. Oh, my life sucks. My life sucks.
How was my life? I'm dead.
Why can't we just kill me now? You get the life insurance. You don't have to take care of me anymore. You can tour with your music. And
I was just thinking, if somebody's walking by on the street and they're, why don't you just kill me now?
Of all the things that have been said on this podcast, why don't you
that's
kill me
true,
now is
yeah.
probably the least concerning for our neighbors. I will say I did learn. All right. So right now, even though Doug says nobody at Ralph's would remember me, I'm planning until he gives me a better idea for his funeral. I'm planning to have some sort of a thing at Ralph's. And
Why are you going all the way to Worcester?
because a lot of your people are from Worcester.
A lot of my name my people.
I don't fucking Biggins.
George Biggins, Cantwell.
Lots of your people are from fucking Worcester. And I think it would be cool for your kids to be like, oh, my dad performed on the stage repeatedly and there's his record in the record player. So I'm renting out fucking Ralph's and I'm cremating you and I'll carry your ashes. And then when I die,
It's already been done. That's already been done.
Take
Ralph's.
your ash.
I would like something a little bit more original.
Then
Thank
tell
you.
me what the fuck you.
Let's go. I want everybody to go to Brimfield and buy antiques for themselves. How's that?
God, you're the only antique we need. The moral of the story is we don't know, but
We
when
don't know.
I
We're working
die in the troll thing, everybody make inappropriate jokes. And if you see dicks, it's coming from me. I have a lot of life insurance. Doug gets it. Tell him to spend it. He's supposed to live in a van, travel, and do his music. Neverland, party at Neverland. I don't even know where Neverland is. I do want to tell
Like
you
the
about
Michael Jackson house?
I don't Neverland Ranch.
I'll come see you when you're dead, Ann. What? Don't worry about that. Ann says, let's see if I can get that up there. There's no one coming to see me when I'm dead. I'll come see you, sure.
Dude, my own children don't come see me when I'm alive. So
Oh, that's a good point.
You're dead. What do you care? You visit them. You just pop in whenever you feel like and just fuck with them.
Wow.
Hide things, move things around, fuck with them. I learned something interesting the other day. And I don't know if I talked about this already, but I'm going to share it again.
Okay.
It was an RVer, and they were talking about in their RV when they moved in, they put a small piece of blue painter's
We've
tape
talked
on
about
everything,
this, yes.
on everything they owned. And as time went on, they removed the blue tape, and they then they knew if it had a blue tape on it, they should pitch it. The other one is I heard a quote on on the Buns show. What was that Buns show?
Oh, it was
Bunheads?
Bunheads.
Which is the stupidest name for a television show I've ever heard of. I take my spirituality very seriously. If I don't see it, I don't believe it.
If you don't see it, you don't believe it.
I take my
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's because your spirituality would mean things that you don't see.
Right.
So I just found
thought that was
ironic.
a very good line.
And then we were talking about how the people on reality dating shows all look exactly the fucking same. Anyone else notice that?
No, we'd mentioned that.
Some of them have been on multiple shows too.
Hence the same looking.
I think you have to be willing to walk around with clothes on that are very tight and small, and your titties and
you have to be a relatively foul
out.
person, I think, to be on the show.
Yeah,
that's just I'm sure there's some nice people on there. I'm not blanking. I am sort of blanketing them, but I think those. Like, I am a person that wants to believe that they go on these shows for love or whatever, but or there's pure
most of them are trying to get famous,
and they're just all trying to get famous.
Trey says, I will come and share all these podcasts with you guys. Well, when if you're coming to share the podcast with us, is that because you're haunting us, or you're coming to visit us, or because I don't think if one of us dies, the marital hate will be marital sadness.
Well, that's what I was just thinking.
We'll change the podcast from marital hate to marital sadness. Hi, I'm Stacy. Doug died.
There's a little photo of me in a suit. The corner looks like, yeah.
What picture of you in a suit are we gonna have? That's
I don't know.
ridiculous.
I have to get a suit first. Take a picture.
Do we have a purple suit in the closet? I don't want anyone. Thanks, Doug. You're
all right.
awesome.
Then I ain't coming. Thanks for nothing.
Fine, Ann.
I thought maybe I'd go and say a few words, whatever.
What would you say about Ann?
About Ann? I probably wouldn't say anything because
she's
I'm not really.
House guest.
Well, she's a great house guest. But she's not. She's like inner circle. Like I'm not. I don't imagine I'm in Ann's inner circle where
you're on the outskirts.
She's got family.
She does have family. Well, because we don't have a lot of family.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
And I don't know why we got some. Oh, you know why we got kind of on this thing was I was reading my uncle passed away, my dad's last brother that was still alive, and I just read his obituary, and it was actually pretty well done, and You know, as far as those things can actually be enjoyable, it included, like, you know, his brothers or sisters,
They had
his
thoughtful
parents,
details.
and some thoughtful
It was,
details.
at first I thought it was a little drony, but as you read on, I was like, wow, this is really well written. It was really interesting.
And he worked in meteorology, so they talked about the weather,
Whether the day he was born. It was really cool. Shout out to whoever did that.
Which is amazing that he remembered the time, the weather the day he was born, because I don't really remember.
Probably Googled it.
No, I know.
Let me check it out. Let's see if we can Google this.
Let's see. Google the weather.
No, you don't do that. You keep talking.
I have nothing left to say.
Well, come up with something, for fuck's sake.
I'm too old. I'm gonna die. Well, I will say this. Tomorrow is Friday.
This is wonderful. You're riveting information. So
rivet things.
July 13th. By the way, my birthday's July 13th. Send presents.
No, everybody can steal your identity.
Because they know my birthday. You can Google my birthday.
Google me, bitch. Google me, bitch.
No, not November 13th.
That's Odd Couple Day.
No, I want to hear July. Why? Can you just come up with something intelligent to talk about on the podcast for 30 seconds? It wants to tell me 2023. It's not interested in telling me 1976.
Go. View. Just using Google, folks. This is why this is a waste of time, the show.
It looks like it was about 90 degrees on my birthday.
90 degrees at 12 p.m.
It was 84. And no rain. It was this beautiful, not too humid, gentle breeze.
Gentle breeze like a summer's eve.
Waning crescent.
Oh, the waning. It's the waxing gibbous. Why don't you look up the day I was born from the town I was born? But don't tell people on there, because they'll steal my identity. Because they always ask you what town you were born.
I don't think that's Googling this on the podcast is like a good use of time, especially if I'm looking it up and you're just sitting there like humming at the people. Yeah. Like if you had something witty to say, do you have an interesting story?
I could go back on my half hour on Winnie the Pooh.
No, it wasn't even funny.
No, there's all kinds of good stuff on there.
No, it wasn't. Anne says, Doug, you're more like me than you know. Anne, I don't like him right now. Don't say you're like him. He's bad. He's a naughty. Podcast.
Anne is more like me than she is like you. I will say that.
Jesus. Daniel says it's 38 now
Daniel.
in Ohio. We were talking about the weather in 1976, but I'm glad it's 38 now in Ohio. It's like balmy here in Cape Coral. What do we say it was? It was like 74 when we checked last?
Yeah, it's
we gotta love this
right
weather.
now. 34 in Walpole, Massachusetts.
You don't live in Walpole.
No, I know that. 71 right now, clear. Low tonight. Get this, 59. High of 80 today.
I have a bunch of stuff that I want to talk about in life in general, but I'm really tired and
it's 9 o'clock.
I'm emotionally exhausted from trying to get you to fucking talk about your death
Well, I
plans.
don't think it's very nice of you to put me on the spot on a live internet telecast and try to tell me what you want. I don't know what I need to think about this. We need to have a discussion. What do you want? What are you going to do?
I have told you a million times.
Yeah, but you only told you, like, if you die, I know what to do. But when I die, we never talk about that.
You get to decide what to do with your dead body.
Well, no, I don't, because you don't have the money to freeze me. Apparently, a mausoleum is too hot. And you want to go to Ralph's. I don't live in Worcester.
Then pick somewhere where you want your funeral to be.
Disney.
I can't afford that.
Haunted mansion. I'll be haunting everybody.
Get some goddamn life insurance. Guys.
Should get life insurance.
I'm upset. I'm genuinely concerned that this man is going to drop dead.
Not going to die.
Or worse yet, be like permanently maimed and I won't be able to take care of him. And this is what we get. Like, I'm losing sleep about this, like crying my eyes about it on a daily basis. And this is why we have marital hate. So,
tell me what your
Anne says, Doug, you're a great man. And I do understand you.
Thank you. At least somebody's on my side.
Would you like a new husband? Because I will give this to you. He's a fucking pain in my goddamn ass.
You know what? You should be so lucky to have this kind of a hunk of man as your pain in the ass.
You're a hunk
Tell
of
her.
something.
Tell her.
You're a hunk of something. Okay. Let's do gratitude.
You know what? This show was a precious waste of my time.
I'm just gonna fucking throw him in the pool. He can't swim. Problem solved.
I could swim to the edge of the pool. Still got a problem now, don't you? What are you doing?
Flicked you.
There's no flicking in baseball.
This flicking. Okay, here you go. I got to do some gratitude. I got to go inside and I don't know. I've got to make sure I die first because God knows I will never know what Doug wants when he's dead.
I'm going to
And
DoorDash
here's the thing.
on a hot fudge Sunday.
I die first.
Yeah.
You get the money and you have to figure out what the fuck to do with your dead body, or your kids have to figure out. And then I'm not the evil wife who absconded with your millions because he doesn't have any money.
Don't tell people that.
They know.
I'm trying to portray a brand of regalness. And you're telling everybody I don't have any money.
I can't afford to fucking freeze you, Walt Disney. Can't even afford to take you to Disney World. So I'm going to die first. Sorry, Wes and Nolan. Your dad begged him to tell us what to do with him when he died, but he didn't tell us. Begged him.
It's called delegating.
Let's put that responsibility on children who have just lost their father.
But,
That wasn't hard for you or anything when your parents died. Wasn't hard.
We didn't have money to freeze them.
These are things I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for the people that watch this podcast. I'm grateful for tequila because I'm going to go inside and drink some. I'm grateful for cannabis because I'm going to go inside and smoke some. No, just kidding. I'm grateful for cannabis. I didn't use cannabis all day today, but you may notice I have not been high tonight. I may use some cannabis.
That's the problem. You're so much more mellow when you're high. You're like, hey, I'm not talking about death tonight.
You're 58 years old and your blood pressure is in a scary range.
And my dad died when he was 52. Not from high blood pressure, but
ask me how many times a week I cry about this. Just sit here all by myself, realizing that this is the only person I have in the entire world.
Then maybe you should get out there in the dating scene and find somebody a little younger.
Tracy, can you find me a lesbian with money and power tools and a Jeep? Thank you. Or maybe an RV.
I am grateful for the many gifts you bestow onto me, including your care and forethought into my afterlife.
If you were grateful, you would be cooperative and helpful.
I will help you figure this out before I die.
That makes me feel better.
Okay. So what are you grateful for, baby?
I am grateful that Tracy is laughing her ass off. I'm grateful that Anne has such low expectations of people. So I don't have, I'm often a bad friend to all of my friends. Between my fucking illness and the fact that I can't remember shit, I'm a terrible, terrible friend. So Anne won't be mad at me in her afterlife because she doesn't want anybody to visit her. So I'm grateful for that. Right. I'm grateful that
Anne who?
Yeah, Anne who. We would never forget her. I am grateful for it's stupid, but I've been playing Township, and there's a bonus level right now that I really like, and I don't know why, but I just really like it. So that makes me happy. I don't have a lot in life, but that's one thing that makes me happy. I'm thankful that that we have this beautiful weather. I'm thankful that no one came to the door randomly today.
No.
That's always a big help. I hate when people just fucking show up at our house. I'm grateful for my nice, quiet exhaust. And I don't know.
No creaky.
No more creaky.
Which is good.
I need to sit down and pay bills and deal with fucking renters insurance and shit. So.
Oh, I'm grateful. I got a little extra. I got a little extra freelance project today, and I got.
But they haven't paid you for the last one.
Yeah, but there was a snafu with the they needed my invoice on the invoice and not just the title of the PDF. Like you need to put the number on there. I'm like, okay, resubmit.
Okay, can I just say for the record, pay your fucking vendors. Thank you. We have bills to pay. Tracy and Doug wants a goddamn mausoleum. Tracy said, I'm grateful I was able to watch the podcast and help me get through this night. Thank you. You're welcome.
Well, we're doing a service.
Anne said there's some people can't talk about death. There's no way out of this life. Well, besides death. And she says, woohoo. Yeah, I'm comfortable with death. I feel like we're going on to a better place.
Really?
I am, for sure.
You're going to know better. Well,
Which
yeah.
is, I mean, it's hard to beat like a place like, where I'm sitting here with my husband who won't help me with something that's really traumatic to me in this beautiful Florida weather by our pool. But,
well, this world is beautiful.
and Larry
and
commented
it's
on the
ugly all
podcast.
at the same time.
And that lady pulled her comment down. So sad.
But we did not get a visit from Randall tonight, so he must be out there and living it up large and
living Liberia loca.
Liberia.
Upside, inside out, living Liberia loca. He'll push and pull you down, living Liberia loca. All right, so I'm thankful for y'all, and I'm exhausted. And
so that's that.
Thanks all of you for being here and all of your fun comments. Tracy and Daniel. I don't know if there was anybody else tonight. Anybody else pop in?
I don't know. I
Doesn't
don't
look like it.
think so.
Or they didn't comment if they did. But we appreciate you guys. I'm exhausted. And tomorrow we will talk about other riveting topics. Perhaps something gruesome, perhaps something charming, perhaps something heartwarming. Most likely horrifying.
We hope your heart is warm
you.
and full of desire.
Don't forget to come back tomorrow so you can waste your precious time.